Okay, so the Hardcore Hate crew are working into the owner's office here, and Malice says, "Owner." He says, "Look, the tag team titles weren't defended at Desperate Measures." That's true, they were not defended. We got a great tag division. Why weren't they defended? And Malice says, "We don't want the tag team titles to be forgotten. It's being wasted. We have an idea of how to get it back on track." So they got an idea of how to get the tag team titles back on track. And the owner says, "Whoa, guys, I have important business going on at the moment." I don't doubt that. The owner's a busy man. And he says, "I've got the Crusade to worry about, plus the fact that the XWF has been half sold." What the hell does that mean? The owner says, "Look, listen, I love the tag division, but I don't have time to deal with it at the moment." That's fair enough. Pennant says, Owner, why don't you just give us control and we'll keep the division healthy?" And the owner says, "Alright guys, you're welcome to organize it yourself." That's interesting. And the owner says, "Don't let me down." Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Bear, and I want to welcome you to Xwf Shockwave. We just had a big rebranding, a new logo, we've got a new ring, and plenty of new features, which you're going to find out about later in this show. Now, we just come off the third pay-per-view, Desperate Measures, and it went down a treat. And let's see what we got planned for tonight. So we got a wild card when the Rebel takes on Triple D. The Hardcore Hate crew have an announcement of what they're going to do with the tag division, and Yashi Alvatori returns from injury. Now we got footage here of what happened to Yashi. Big D threw him through a vending machine out of anger, and it put Yashi out of action for a good amount of weeks. But he's back now, and he's on the show tonight. Now we're kicking off straight into the show now with the wild card match, and Triple D making his way down to the ring. Triple D, he hasn't seen much action in the XWF, I've seen him in a few matches. He had a Ken Tariff match. He had a match against Nightmare in the Demolition Series. What else have I seen him in? I see him in, for the number one contendership for the No Holds Barred title against Big D. But since then, he hasn't really had much time to shine. So, I'm pretty happy that the wild card just happened to land on Triple D. We get to see him in the ring. I do like a Triple D. I just don't like it, when he tries to be against the CWO. If Triple D joined the CWO, he could really get somewhere. But, we'll see what happens. Either way, wild card match tonight is Triple D versus the Rebel. The Rebel. I'm not liking the Rebel's chances. If you guys saw the dark match from Desperate Measures, our third pay-per-view, which was just before the show, Havoc from the CWO annihilated the Rebel in, probably the shortest match in the Rebel's career. I would say this match went on about maybe 3 minutes max. Literally, the Rebel got about 2 offensive moves in, and then Havoc just annihilated him and pinned him. So, Triple D, this one's for you. Try and beat the record that Havoc has set of the Rebel's shortest match. I'm not saying he's going to beat it, because 3 minutes is extremely short, and Havoc is great. It's from the CWO, you know what I mean? But either way, as I say, I'm not looking forward to the Rebel's chances. Triple D is a powerhouse. We're getting this show on the road now. And the Rebel seems to be trying to get out the ring and escape, and oh my god, Triple D just threw him back into the ring, and he picks the Rebel up. Oh my god! The UMD powerbomb by Triple D all the way to hell. I don't believe it. This is over. This is over. That's 1, 2, 3. That's it. Fine. Triple D beats the record for the Rebel shortest match. That is hilarious. We got a replay there. That massive powerbomb. Triple D. You know, we need to get him in the ring more often. Preferably against someone like Tsunami. And he can do that to Tsunami. I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. You know, wipe that smile off Tsunami's face. I know you can't see it because he's got a mask, but I'd like to wipe it off his face anyway because he's probably smiling underneath the mask. Either way, we're going into the owner's office now. And Havoc's making his way into the office. And I wonder what Havoc's got to say. And Havoc says, "Owner, I just wanted to apologize for not being focused on the crusade." He says, "But now I have ended that crap with T-Unit. I am focused again." Havoc's got his head screwed on, and he says, "In fact, I had an idea. How about we get that internet title back tonight?" And Havoc says, "Book me against Titus Valentine tonight, and I will win that belt." And the owner says, "Alright, Havoc, you're on, but don't let me down." So we got another match booked for tonight. Havoc will take on Titus Valentine for the Internet Championship. I'm going Havoc all along. I want Havoc to win that belt. I want him to win the belt for the CWO from Titus Valentine. That's just my 2 cents, you know, that's all I'm saying. So, the Hardcore Hate Crew now, making their way down to the ring. They've obviously got this big announcement to make, because the owner gave the Hardcore Hate Crew permission to do whatever they wanted with the tag division. Because, you know, the owner said, "Look guys, I'm busy. I don't have time to sort out the tag division at the moment. You guys are the champs. I'll give you free reign. You do what you want." So let's hope, you know, the Hardcore Hate Crew have got something good in their heads. They got something good set up. Because the tag division in the XWF, it's awesome, man. And you know, everyone's got it that we haven't seen a couple of tag team matches or tag division matches in the last few weeks. And hopefully this is going to be the big change, and the Hardcore Hate Crew have got something good in mind. And Pennant says, "If you don't know already, as tag team champions, we felt that the tag team titles have been forgotten about over the last few weeks." Well, I don't say they've been forgotten. I just say they haven't been on showcase. Pennant says, "We spoke to the owner earlier, and he gave us permission to take control." He did. We saw it. We all saw it. And I hope you've done something good with it. Pennant says, you know, he's given us control of the division, and we're going to get it moving. And me and Malice here, we have an idea, and we'd like you to turn your attention to the screen. Okay, fine. Let's see what you got, guys. Let's, you know, show us what you got. Wow, that looks freaking amazing. Pennant says, "So, the Elimination Hardcore Tag Tournament is our new idea." You know what? I think it looks wicked, man. I think it looks amazing. Pennant says, "Starting next week, we will have a tag match with hardcore rules once a week, and the winner of the 2 matches will face off. And the winner of that match will face us at the 4th XWF pay-per-view. This is a brilliant idea." And Pennant says, "We will see you all next week." You know what, Hardcore Hate Crew? That is a freaking awesome idea. I'm really looking forward to that next week. What the hell? Backstage with Mike Jacobs and Damage. Mike Jacobs says, Damage. Just the guy I wanted to see." He says, "I just thought I'd say congratulations for your victory at Desperate Measures. Oh wait, I forgot. You didn't win, did you?" What the hell? And Jacob says, "How did it feel to lose a best of 3? To always know that Khan was the better man?" He says, "Tell me, I want to know. I went 3-0 in my matches, but then again, you know, I'm not a loser." And Damage says, "You know what, Jacobs? You better shut your mouth. That's right, Damage, you tell him. You tell him. And Damage says, or I'll shut it myself. See, Jacobs, don't mess with the wrong people. Mike Jacobs says, you want to shut it? Shut it in the ring tonight. And he goes. He goes. So, okay, I guess tonight our main event is Mike the Viper Jacobs versus Damage. What the hell was that about? Seriously, why did Mike Jacobs feel the need to do that? Now the Bronx Bunny are going into the owner's office. And Skinner says, wait, owner. You can't address the owner like that, Skinner. And Skinner says, we ain't had screen time for a while now. And now them little hockey mask pricks. Wait. He's talking about the Hardcore Hate Crew? He says they have made a tournament and just so happened to leave the Bronx out. We want in. I sort of see their frustration. Why aren't they in the tournament? And the owner says, alright guys, I get what you're saying. He says, you guys want a favor? Well, I want one too. The owner, he's a reasonable man. The Bronx Bunny are going about it the right way. And the owner says, I've got a deal for you. I have a big problem. And I mean big. A certain Crusade member, a No Holds Barred champion, Tsunami. That guy is a big problem. He's definitely a big problem. And Bruiser says, what, you want us to bruise him up a bit? I think that would be I think that's what he's thinking. And the owner says, well, I just want the belt off of his waist. So here is an idea. What's the owner's idea? He says, I'll give you guys screen time tonight and book you in a handicap title match. Oh my God! And the owner says, as long as one of you leaves with the belt, I'll make sure you're put into the Hate Crews tournament. And Bruiser says, you're on, owner. Oh my God! Tsunami in a handicap match with the No Holds Barred title on the line. This is genius. This is genius. This is when Tsunami is going to lose his belt. And that's it. We've got that tonight. No Holds Barred Championship on the line. Tsunami versus the Bronx Bunny. The owner, he's got the ideas. You got to give him that. And we're kicking straight in now to our Internet Championship match. And the Internet Champion, Titus Valentine, is making his way down to the ring. Titus Valentine, he was a promising figure here in the XWF. And then he had to go and join the Crusade. I don't even know what to say about him. He didn't win that Internet Championship fairly. Everybody knows it. He had to keep fighting Jacob Drake for it over and over and over until he just happened to win one match. And yeah, I'll give him, he beat Jacob Drake at pay-per-view. But how did he beat him? He used a cheap heartbreaker out of nowhere. That was cheap. But you know what, Titus Valentine? Tonight, you ain't gonna be that cheap. Because you're going against Havoc. Havoc is an amazing member of the CWO. He used to be in T-Unit, but CWO saw the potential, and they've turned him into a main eventer. They have turned him into a dominant force. His name is now up there with the big fish. Nightmare, Damage, Jacob Drake, Havoc. That faction is so well rounded off. And Havoc was the final puzzle piece to make that faction. And the thing which I love about this story, right, is no one liked Havoc. All the fans hated him, said he was rubbish. People thought Havoc was a waste of space. Now look at him. He's in the greatest faction in this history of this business. He is in it. And tonight, I've got a big feeling he might even walk away with the Internet Championship. Because you know what? Havoc can wrestle Titus Valentine under the table. Don't get me wrong, Titus Valentine's good. But all the fans, you overrate him. I've seen polls on Facebook saying Titus Valentine is one of the best wrestlers in the XWF. That is trash. Trash. T-R-A-S-H. Trash. That is the same sort of thing that comes out of my toilet when I've had a dinner. That's all I'm saying. Because it's trash. It's crap. It's rubbish. And I'm going to prove it to you tonight. Because you're going to watch Havoc take the Internet title off of Titus Valentine. I can't wait for it. Anyway, the ref, he's holding the belt up. The fans are going crazy. I can hear them chanting Titus Valentine's name. No idea why. They should be chanting for Havoc. because he's the better man, and he deserves this way more than Titus Valentine. And either way, the ref rings the bell, and the match is on. And Havoc going straight in for a punch, headlock, elbow to the back of the head. Great move. Havoc dominating early on. Arm whip there. How does that feel, Titus? Oh, look at this. Oh, Havoc with a vicious elbow to the face. Punches Titus Valentine into the corner. Titus Valentine throws Havoc in and starts nailing a punch in the head. And another punch. Titus Valentine bends down using these shoulder thrusts to the ribs of Havoc. Havoc tries to get up. Titus Valentine using an armbar there. Whips Havoc off the ropes. Havoc comes back. Oh, he slips under. German suplex there from Titus Valentine, dropping Havoc on the back of his head. Titus goes for the cover early on. He loves his early pins. Titus Valentine, every single time I watch him do a match, he tries to do a pin early. Do you know why that is? It's because he's scared, and he wants to get the match over with as quickly as possible, because he knows the longer the match goes on, the less chance he has of winning it. That's exactly what it is. Winds me up, man, because it's never going to work. It's never going to work. That's what winds me up the most. Anyway, Havoc. Oh, a massive bulldog. Havoc taking control back. Elbow there to the upper body of the back there. And the upper back, another one there. How does that feel, Titus? How does that feel? Havoc picks Titus Valentine up. Using an armbar, Havoc with a great technical move there. Dropping Havoc to the floor, armbar. You know what I love about Havoc? He's so varied in his attack. Picks Titus up. Oh, discus elbow. Amazing. Kick to the inside leg there from Havoc. Great move. Really wearing down the leg of Titus Valentine. That's one thing you do want to do, is wear down Titus' limbs. It'll stop him from using his suplex and his main method of attacks, like German suplexes, Northern Light suplexes, back drops, back suplexes, all of those sort of things. He'll take down the limbs. Oh, nice drop kick there from Titus Valentine. That's a pure example of why taking his legs out is a good idea. Titus goes for the cover. That's 1, 2. And a kick out there by Havoc. A great move. A great move by Havoc from kicking out. And Titus throws Havoc off the ropes. Slips under. Oh, another German suplex. Oh my god, Havoc backflip from that German suplex. Massive force from Titus, but Havoc straight back up. And Titus Valentine, back suplex there. Landing on the mat. Smashing Havoc's shoulders into the ground. And Titus lifts Havoc up, and Havoc slips under. Turns him around. Throws him into the corner. Oh my gosh. Shoulder first into that ring post. Vicious move from Havoc. And then a strengthened Havoc. Nice scoop slam there. Hard scoop slam onto the mat. And Havoc using head scissors here. Using his legs. Wrapping around the head. Oh, a massive elbow to the temple. Great move from Havoc. Vicious assault. Now Havoc using his upper body stretch on Titus Valentine. Really wearing down the muscles. It's a great way to wear your opponent down. Titus Valentine's got no escape from here. He's not near the ropes. What's he going to do? Oh, Titus Valentine, all his strength, and he flips Havoc over. Big strength for a little guy. Titus runs in, grabs Havoc in a headlock. And now he's using a submission of his own. A stretch. And Havoc managed to get a finger on the ropes, and he had to break the hold. Titus Valentine with a headlock. Knee to the face of Havoc there. Titus Valentine again with another headlock and another knee to the face. And Titus Valentine another headlock and another knee to the face. I feel like a freaking robot repeating myself over and over again because he uses the same moves and it didn't work that time. Havoc throws him over his shoulder. Havoc picks Titus up. Look at this. Manhunt and drop, crashing the lower section. Going for the cover by Havoc. 1, 2. That was a 3. That was a freaking 3. This ref needs to be fired. Havoc, look at this. Samoan drop. Oh no, reversing into a reverse DDT there from Titus Valentine. Cheat reversal. Unbelievable. Titus Valentine, standing moonsault there by Titus Valentine. He goes for the cover. No way. That's 1, 2. And a kick out there by Havoc. You know, the ref was counting a bit fast, but I counted a real speed. But either way, Havoc's even kicked out by the ref speed, and that's saying something. Body splash there by Titus Valentine. Havoc crumbles to the mat. Titus Valentine picks Havoc up again, and this time throws him into the other corner. Another body splash there from Titus Valentine. Loving repeating his own moves, doing the same move over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Side belly to belly there from Titus Valentine. Vicious move. Titus Valentine, oh my god, he's waking him up for a heartbreaker. Do not fall for it. Oh, and Havoc breaks it by grabbing him with a headlock. Oh, look at the strength in Havoc. Crumbling suplex. Great move. Havoc, I thought he was going to go for the cover, but he picks Titus up. Oh, look at this. He lifts him up into a Samoan drop. No reversal this time. Samoan drop, slamming on the back of Titus Valentine. Great move, going for the cover. This could be over. That's 1, 2. A kick out there. You know, I don't know if he kicked out. I would say it was probably a 3, but he just about kicked out. I'll let him have it. Havoc with an assault here of Barrel Archer punches and kicks. Strong right hand and left hand there. Look at that left hand clubbing. Oh, right hand to the face. Havoc, you know, he's got some great punches on him. Titus Valentine blocks the whole suplex of his own. Look at the strength of Titus Valentine. He moves him around midair to avoid the ropes. Titus goes for the cover. That's 1, 2. And a kick out there by Havoc. Great kick out. That's what you need. You know, CWO, their strength is unbelievable. And Titus throws Havoc over the ropes onto the apron. Locks him in. Oh, not again. Another suplex, but this time off of the apron into the middle of the ring. Titus goes for the cover. No way, no way. 1, 2. And a kick out there on 2. You know, Havoc, as I say, he's got CWO strength in him now. He will not die. It's going to take a lot more to take him down. Throw over the shoulder by Titus Valentine. Titus Valentine picks Havoc up to his feet. Oh, look at this. T-bone suplex there from Titus Valentine. Great technical move. Titus Valentine picks Havoc up again. Oh, another side belly to belly. One of Titus Valentine's signature maneuvers, and Titus Valentine's now waking him up for a heartbreaker. A heartbreaker. Oh, the bolt of lightning. Where the hell did that come from? Havoc, a great move there. And Havoc going for the cover. Oh, a rope break. Titus Valentine using ring awareness to get to the ropes so that bolt of lightning was not enough to take Titus out. You know, if there was no rope there, I think Havoc might have had him. But lucky for Titus Valentine, just lucky where he landed in the ring, he managed to get onto the ropes. Havoc not easing up at all. Another Samoan drop there, really crushing the back. And look at this from Havoc. Massive elbow drop to the ribs. The upper chest area taking a lot of the brunt of attack of that as well. And this time one to the kidneys. You know, Havoc will use elbow drops to wear down your whole body. Punching Titus Valentine again into the corner, and Havoc's moving him up the top. I think we're going to see something big here. Oh, punch to the head. Oh my god, Havoc, he's climbing up. Oh, massive punch to the face. Havoc's locking Titus in. Oh my god, this is it. Superplex, oh my god. To the center of the ring. This is as good as over. Havoc for the cover. That's 1, 2. And a kick out on 2. What the hell? What the hell? I don't believe Titus Valentine kicked out. Neckbreaker drop there from Havoc. I can't believe Titus Valentine kicked out a superplex. Another neckbreaker drop from Havoc. You know, I don't even think Havoc can believe Titus kicked out that superplex. Havoc off the rope. Oh, Titus slips under the arms. No, German suplex, crushing the head of Havoc. And now Titus Valentine rolling Havoc over. This ground-based bear hug, squeezing the air out of Havoc. Well, wait a minute. Nightmare's just come over the audience barrier, grabbed Titus Valentine's leg. Titus is shouting at him. I don't think the ref saw the distraction. Oh my god, he's turning around. Havoc bolt of lightning in the center of the ring. Nightmare's distraction set it up perfectly. That's 1, 2, 3. That's it. Havoc is the internet champion. Fair and square. You know, Nightmare, yeah, alright. What did he do? He came down. He didn't do anything. He was just watching the match. But, you know, Titus Valentine got distracted. Havoc is your internet champion, ladies and gentlemen. We got a limo here. Who's just pulled up? It's Yashi Alvatori. Amazing to have him back on the show. You know, everyone's favorite interviewer. Big D did decimate him, but he's back tonight. Okay, he's back now. Let's sit back and enjoy his entrance. Ladies and gentlemen, Yashi is back. He's making his way down to the ring now. The fans go absolutely crazy. You know, the fans love Yashi Alvatori. He's a great guy. He's a genuine guy. He's a nice guy, you know. He's never out to hurt anyone. He is the nicest guy you will ever meet, honestly. And a great entrance there, you know, great athleticism and fireworks go off. Now, I'm interested to see what he's actually coming down to the ring for. So, you know, he's getting a mic, so he's obviously got something to say, so let's see what he's got to say. And he says, "Ladies and gentlemen, I have returned." He says, "As you may have seen, I was injured by somebody out the back. Yeah, Big D." And he says, "Let me tell you all something. As a child, I was bullied." He says, "I went home every night crying tears of sorrow and scared to go to school." That's a sad story. And Yashi says, "But my great-grandfather, Sachiko Aldatori, took me aside and told me of a Japanese proverb. And that proverb was, Keotuski ni irazuna koji wu ezu." What the hell does that mean? And Yashi says, in translation to English, it means, if you do not enter the tiger's cave, you will not catch its cub. And what that means is, if someone hurts you, then you must hurt what is most important to them, so they know not to mess with you. You know, what the hell is Yashi talking about? He is talking some major crap here, ladies and gentlemen. And Yashi says, "Well, Big D, I stick by that proverb, and I am going to attack your pride." What the hell? What the hell is Yashi going on about? Yashi says, "I challenge you next week, and I will beat you in front of the world." Wait, Yashi Aldatori is challenging Big D. Yashi, just leave it. You saw what happened. And Yashi says, "My great-grandfather, Sachiko Aldatori, will watch from heaven and be a proud man." You know, I admire Yashi's spirit and soul. He's got heart. But just don't challenge Big D, Yashi. Just take it back, please. Honestly, I don't want to see Yashi versus Big D next week. It's going to be horrific. I've been on the receiving end of Big D's attacks before, and it's not nice. Now, Tsunami from the Crusade, the no-holds-barred champion, is making his way down to the ring. And I've been looking so forward to this match. 2-on-1 handicap with his belt on the line. In fact, I've got a microwave burger in the microwave, ready and waiting for me. And I might go and get it now, so give me a second. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I got a lasagna. A microwave lasagna. Oh, for God's sake, I haven't even got a freaking fork. Alright, give me a second. Yeah, there we go. Now I got a freaking fork. And I'm gonna eat this lasagna whilst I watch Tsunami lose the belt. I mean, look at him. He's not even scared. He's playing the hard man. Tsunami going 2-on-1 with his belt on the line against these bad boys. And trust me, you don't want to get on the wrong side of the Bronx Bunny. The best brawlers in the business. These they don't even give a crap about anyone or anything. All they want to do is fight. That's all they want to do. They just want to beat the shit out of people. And that's exactly what they do. And that's what they're going to do tonight. Now let me just taste this lasagna. That is delicious. You know, that even makes this match sweeter, because I get to eat this whilst I'm watching these guys. Decimate Tsunami. It's about time Tsunami learned a lesson. Man, this lasagna is so tasty. Yeah. Great food, guys. Great food. Right, we're getting this match on the road. Bruiser and Tsunami tying up. Tsunami wins the tie-up, elbow to the back of the head. Now they're both staring each other down, and they're tying up again. Who's the stronger man this time? And again, Tsunami wins with an armbar. Massive club to the back of the elbow with their arm Bruiser. And they're locking horns again. Who's the stronger man this time? And again, Tsunami wins with a headlock. Goes for an elbow. Bruiser turns it into a knee. And now Bruiser just overhead clubs. Look at these clubs. Just clubs Tsunami into the corner and just using shoulder thrust here. Really taking the air out of Tsunami. A club just square in the face. Knocking Tsunami off his butt. Tsunami blocks a punch this time. Oh, a massive headbutt. Knocking Bruiser off his feet. Tsunami picks Bruiser up again, puts him in a headlock. Oh, look at this massive overarm hip toss there, judo style, on Bruiser. And Tsunami, another one, throwing Bruiser around like a little rag doll. It's insane, the strength in Tsunami. Tsunami, elbow to the back of Bruiser's head, kicks Bruiser in the ribs, and now using just some overhead punches of his own, punching Bruiser up towards the corner. Bruiser blocks a punch. Massive clothesline from Bruiser, knocking Tsunami off his feet. You don't see that very often. Bruiser gets on top and just uses 3 punches to the side of the head on Tsunami. You know, Bruiser is a strong man. Don't underestimate him. He throws Tsunami over into their corner, and he tags in Skinner for the double team action. And they team up. They bounce Tsunami off the ropes. Look at this. Oh my god, the strength overhead toss on Tsunami. Skinner follows up with an elbow to the upper chest. A great move from Skinner. And again, another elbow to the upper chest. Skinner off the ropes. And as Tsunami got to his feet, Skinner used a neckbreaker drop. What Skinner got planned? Oh, the strength in Skinner. Massive fireman carry slam there. Great move from Skinner. He's going for the cover. That's 1, 2. Oh, a near fall there from Skinner. You know, Tsunami, I don't think he realized who he's messing with, the Bronx Bunny. And Skinner used an armbar here on Tsunami into a headlock. Another armbar from Skinner. Anything to wear down any body part, and Skinner will use it. Again, armbar. But this time Tsunami slips behind, puts Skinner in a back grapple. Oh, look at this. Russian leg sweep on Skinner. You know, but Skinner straight back up. It's going to take more than that to keep Skinner down. Tsunami, with all his strength, throws Skinner into that turnbuckle. Skinner turns around and receives a massive headbutt from Tsunami. Now Tsunami mounting Skinner, just punching in the face of Skinner. Skinner taking the full brunt of them punches. Tsunami picks Skinner up and throws him into the top corner. Running clothesline. Nearly taking the head clean off of Skinner's shoulders. Tsunami using some punches here. Oh, massive kick to the chest. Knocking Skinner clean off his feet. He picks Skinner back up. And again with these heavy fists from Tsunami. Skinner uses a headlock here. European uppercut there from Skinner. Great move. Another headlock. Another European uppercut from Skinner. These guys ain't scared no one, Tsunami included. Skinner, a massive clothesline, knocking Tsunami off his feet. And Skinner again picking Tsunami up and using elbows and fists, just throwing them in Tsunami. Headlock, another massive clothesline. You know, Bruiser's looking pumped up, and Skinner, oh, a spin around on the spot with an elbow there. Skinner all over Tsunami, goes for a punch. Tsunami blocks it, pushes Skinner away, grabs Skinner into a headlock. Oh, look at this Tsunami. Oh, massive headbutt, knocking Skinner clean off his feet. Picks up Skinner again. Another side headlock here from Tsunami, flipping him over his back. You know, nice move from Tsunami. For a big guy, it's quite impressive. And Tsunami, again, all this force, throwing Skinner into that turnbuckle. Skinner turns around, receives an STO there from Tsunami. You know, I'll give it to Tsunami. He's not doing too bad. Side belly to belly on Skinner. He's not doing too bad considering his handicap. But that belt isn't going to be on him much longer. I hope he knows that. Another side belly on Skinner. Slamming him down on the mat. He goes for the cover. Could this be over? That's 1, 2. And Bruiser runs in and breaks the pin. You know, Bruiser ain't having none of it. Massive overhead punch by Bruiser. He grabs Tsunami. Now Skinner pulling him away. Oh, look at this. Skinner and Bruiser, all their strength, lifting Tsunami up and dropping him stomach first onto their knees. A massive knee crusher. Skinner goes for the cover. That's 1. And a kick out on 1 there by Tsunami. He's obviously not ready to be pinned yet. Skinner, European uppercut again, just working down Tsunami. And this time he uses the arm, slips behind him. Skinner, massive back suplex, dropping onto the upper neck of Tsunami. Vicious move. And now Skinner using this upper body stretch. Just wearing down Tsunami. Skinner knows when he needs to, he can tag Bruiser in. And Bruiser's pretty much a fresh man because he's had a nice amount of time to recover. And this is a great way to wear down your opponent's submission. But Tsunami using all his strength to throw Skinner over. And Tsunami grabs Skinner into a headlock here. Bounces Skinner, throws him off the rope. Grabs him. Oh, look at that power slam from Tsunami. Vicious move. Tsunami picks Skinner up. Oh no, look at this. Onto his shoulders. Tsunami with that massive slam off of his shoulders. So vicious. Dragging Skinner away from his corner so he can't tag Bruiser in, and he goes for the cover. That's 1, 2. But again, Bruiser breaks the pin. And now Bruiser with these heavy fists. And he grabs. Look at the strength in Bruiser. He picks Tsunami up. A full body slam there from Bruiser. And Skinner follows up with an elbow to the upper chest. A nice move. Nice double team action. You know, relying on each other when they need to. Skinner throws him into their corner and tags in Bruiser. And what do they got in mind here? Skinner whips Tsunami off the rope. Oh, scissor sweep there. Bruiser with an elbow to the upper back. You know, great double team action. Really using their partners to wear down Tsunami for the cover. 1, 2. A kick out on 2 by Tsunami. He will not die, you know. He's got the No Holds Barred Championship on the line. He loses it for the Crusade. And these vicious attacks here from Bruiser. Clothesline to the back of the head. Taking Tsunami down. Taking the big man down. You know, Tsunami's never been this dominated in the match. Look at the strength in Bruiser. Rip breaker. Great move. And Bruiser going for the cover. I'm loving this match. That's 1. And I can't on 1. What the hell? And I just forgot him. My freaking lasagna's getting cold. Just while they're tying up, I'm just going to have another bite. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, what the hell? Come on. You see that? He used the headlock. Tsunami kicked his legs out. Now Tsunami using his own barrage of elbow drops here. Tsunami, you're looking tired, man. You're looking tired. Oh, big boot to the face of Bruiser. Knocking him clean off his feet. Tsunami, all his strength, throws Bruiser into that corner. Run STO. Slamming down Bruiser on the mat. He picks Bruiser up. What Tsunami got in mind? Oh, he lifts Bruiser up onto his shoulders. That massive slam. Slamming him down. Tsunami's moving over. Oh, and it kicks Skinner off the apron. What the hell? Bruiser's up. He turns around. Oh, my God, that massive throw. That massive signature throw from Tsunami. And he goes for the cover. I don't believe this. That's 1, 2, 3. No way. Come on. That is not a finish to a match. You are freaking kidding me. Tsunami got his ass handed to him in that match. 2-on-1, man. And he's still the No Holds Barred champion. I don't believe it. I do not believe the result of that match. And we're backstage now with Titus Valentine and Dr. Khan. And Titus says, Khan, I am damn fuming that Nightmare screwed me out of the internet title in my match against Havoc tonight. And Dr. Khan says, I know Titus. I've known Nightmare for years, and he doesn't change. What do you mean he doesn't change? Nightmare's a fair man. Titus Valentine says, well, at least Tsunami survived that handicap match, and we still have 1 belt. Khan replies, he says, don't worry, Titus. I spoke to Tsunami earlier, and he's got an idea for next week. Titus Valentine says, alright, well, what is that then? What is the plan for next week? Dr. Khan replies, and he says, well, Titus, and that's it. What the hell? They're going to cut us off there? We don't even get to hear this big plan. That's fucking gay, man. That's terrible. Anyway, moving on to our main event tonight. Mike the Viper Jacobs is making his way down to the ring, and he's going to be taking on CWO's Damage. You know why? Because Mike Jacobs went backstage, and I'm not going to lie, Mike Jacobs, he's a great wrestler, one of the best, you know, and at pay-per-view, he beat Tobias Upson. Damage lost to Khan at pay-per-view, and today, on today's show, Mike Jacobs went up to Damage backstage and says, how does it feel to lose? Tell me, because, you know, I'm not a loser, so I don't know. But I want you to tell me how it feels. And that got underneath Damage's skin. And Damage said to him, Mike Jacobs, listen, shut your mouth, or I'm going to shut it myself. Which is totally fair. Totally fair. Mike Jacobs said, you want to shut my mouth? You shut it tonight in the ring. And he left. And that is it. Because I'm telling you now, Damage will not back down from a challenge like that. He will not let that go. And that match is right now. And that's your main event for tonight. I'm looking forward to it. And Mike Jacobs, you know, I've got all the respect in the world for him. He's a great wrestler. But Damage, yeah, alright, Mike Jacobs, you're fresh off a win at pay-per-view. Well, you know what? Damage is fresh off a loss. And he's going to be pissed. You know, he's not going to be happy. Because, you know, Damage lost the pay-per-view unfairly. He lost to neck surgery. cheap, pathetic move from Dr. Karn, which is a move which Dr. Karn uses, you know, in desperation. So Damage is going to be pissed off. You know, we haven't seen him speak to Nightmare tonight. We haven't seen him speak to the owner or Drake or Havoc. He hasn't spoke to anyone. He came into the building, and the first person that speaks to him is Mike Jacobs. And Mike Jacobs, you know, spits a bit of venom, spits a bit of poison, you know, rubs Damage up the wrong way. Mike Jacobs loves putting his spoon in your pudding and mixing it in front of your eyes. You know, he loves to mix stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. He loves to get under your nerves, get under your skin. But Mike Jacobs, you know, yeah, alright, he can walk the walk, he can talk the talk, but Damage is going to be pissed. Damage is pissed off, like I said, from pay-per-view, and he's going to be even more pissed off that Mike Jacobs has got the guts to come up to his face and slag him off like he did earlier. So, you know, this is going to be an aggressive match from these two, I'd say. Definitely an aggressive match. My money's on Damage. It's on Damage, because, like I say, he's angry, he's pissed off. You know, some people would argue, yeah, Damage is pissed off, so he's gonna make mistakes. I argue that Damage is pissed off, so he's gonna kick Mike Jacobs' ass. And that's the way it goes, you know. Mike Jacobs, like I said, he's a great wrestler. And he's messed with the wrong person tonight. You know, he can challenge Johnny Kamikaze like he did a couple of weeks back, that's fine, but this is a different kettle of fish. This is Damage. And the ref signals for the bell to ring, and we're on roll, we're on go. He's going to tie up. Damage straight with the drop kick there, you see. Damage made it look like he was going to tie up with Mike Jacobs. He just drop kicked him. And Damage kicks him down. Massive DDT. Great move from there, from Damage. Slamming down on the head of Mike Jacobs. Damage picks Mike Jacobs up. Oh, double knee to the face. You know, what did I say? Damage is pissed off, and this is how he starts the match. Throws Mike Jacobs off the ropes. Mike Jacobs comes back in. Oh, clothesline there from Mike Jacobs. Not enough to knock Damage off his feet. Mike Jacobs grabs his head, a jaw breaker. He drops to his knees. You know, using his head as a weapon on Damage's jaw. Mike Jacobs throwing some punches at Damage. He grabs Damage into a headlock. Elbow to the back of the head there from Mike Jacobs. And now Mike Jacobs using an armbar. Damage turns it around. Side headlock of his own here from Damage. Just squeezing the head. Mike Jacobs slips under. Look at this. Backside slam, or back suplex, or even a backdrop, whatever you want to call it. You know, I'm not in the mood to get my moves right, get my moves wrong. I don't give a shit tonight. I'm enjoying the match. And nice shoulder thrust there from Mike Jacobs. And Mike Jacobs using a headlock there on Damage. A great move to wear down your opponent. And again, a side headlock. You know, people underestimate the standard style of wrestling. These headlocks which Mike Jacobs uses, alright, they look basic. They're not the most flashy move. But trust me, having a muscle squeeze your head like that in different positions, it really wears you down. It blurs your vision. You know, it hurts you. Whoa, a nice kick there from Damage. Did you see that? Right to the side of Mike Jacobs' head. Damage throws Mike Jacobs off the rope. Oh, a Japanese arm drag. A great move from Damage. Running in and using an Irish whip again from Damage. Throwing Mike Jacobs into the corner. Shoulder thrust. These two men really pouring the pressure onto each other early on here. Mike Jacobs with an arm lock. Oh, massive fist to the face of Damage, knocking him square off his feet. Mike Jacobs picks Damage up. Using an arm bar here. Again, technical moves from Mike Jacobs have flipped there. And now just slamming Damage's head on the mat. You know, that arm ring. You spin their arm so much that their body flips over with the force. It's insane. Mike Jacobs throws Damage off the ropes. Hip toss there from Mike Jacobs. And now Mike Jacobs just using these vicious elbows to the shoulders to wear your body down. Damage making his way up to his feet. Mike Jacobs with another headlock, another arm bar. Club to the back of the elbow there from Mike Jacobs. You know, slowly and systematically working down all parts of your body. It's vicious. It's vicious, I tell you. Mike Jacobs punched Damage in the back of the head, but Damage slips under, jumps up, falls down double knees to Mike Jacobs' spine. Mike Jacobs is getting himself back up. Damage pushes him into the corner and lifts him up to that top rope. Damage with a nice punch there. And what's Damage doing? He's climbing up. Oh, punch to the head. Oh my god, Damage. What the hell? A superplex. He's locked it in. Oh, a superplex off the top rope there from Damage. A great move. Damage goes for the cover. This could be over, I'd say. That is 1, 2, and a kick out there just before the free by Mike Jacobs. You know, it's going to take a bit more than a superplex to take Mike Jacobs down. Damage was dropping the elbow to the knee, lining his arm, stomp on the elbow. You know, Damage loves to work on the arms. I said it many times before. If they don't have arms, they can't punch, they can't pick you up, they can't block, they can't reverse. It's a systematic attack from Damage. Oh, jumping up, knees to the head. Mike Jacobs is getting up. He's looking angry. Look at this. Oh, a shoulder block there from Mike Jacobs. Off the rope, another shoulder block. Damage is getting to his feet. Goes for a clothesline. Jacobs underneath. Spin out powerbomb. Nails Damage onto the floor. Mike Jacobs picking Damage up. Oh, look at this. Turns the arm inside out. Elbow to the ribs. Russian leg sweep there. Jumping Russian leg sweep from Mike Jacobs. Vicious attack. He picks Damage up, turns him around, slips under. Oh my God, extreme German suplex. I don't believe it. Smashing on the head of Damage, and Mike Jacobs is waking him up. He's saying, Viperplex, Viperplex. No. Damage turns around, grabs his head. Oh my God, he's locked him in. A brainbuster. He didn't see that coming. He did not see that. Oh, and nails a brainbuster on Mike Jacobs. You didn't see that coming, did you, Mike Jacobs? For the cover. That's 1, 2, 3, that's it. Mike Jacobs did not see the brainbuster. Damage pulled it out from nowhere, and Damage gets a win over Mike Jacobs, and Damage is pissed off. The ref goes to raise his arm. Damage says, I don't need you to raise my arm. And he raises his own. Look at him beating his chest against the audience. You know, as I said, Damage was pissed off after pay-per-view, and he's come out here, and quite frankly, he's just had a great match with Mike Jacobs, but he's beaten him. And now we're going backstage with Kamikaze and Tsunami, and Kamikaze says, CWO think they made me look silly at pay-per-view by letting the owner slap me. Well, at the end of the day, we won 2 of the 3 matches that was CWO versus the Crusade at pay-per-view. We will always beat the CWO when it comes down to wrestling. You know, that's not true. That is bollocks, and he knows it, Kamikaze. You know it. And Kamikaze says, you know, sure, they cheated us out of the internet title tonight. They didn't cheat. But with our plan for next week, all 3 of the singles titles will be in our hands. What the hell is this plan? And Kamikaze, so let's make it happen next week. Click, click, boom, baby. You know, shut the hell up, Kamikaze. What the hell is this plan that the Crusade are talking about? Because I'd love to know what they think they can do to win all 3 singles titles next week, when the only one they hold is a no-holds-barred title. That means they've got to get the internet title off Havoc and the world title off Nightmare. Can't see it happening, Crusade. Tune in next week anyway, guys. Thanks for watching the show. Tune in next week. I'm looking forward to seeing you.